Good evening. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Pro Wrestling Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, for this video, I'm going to be doing a quick review of NXT No Mercy 2023 that just happened a couple of hours ago. Was another PLE. Not a big card, but a pretty decent show. So let's get right into it. This took place September 30th at the Mechanics Bank Arena in Bakersfield, California. We had 7 total matches, 1 pre-show / kickoff match, and then the rest were the main card. But let's go ahead and jump right in. Starting off with our first match, which was the kickoff match. Here we go. Alrighty. Let's see. The kickoff match came down to a singles match between Kelani Jordan and Blair Davenport. Now, to be honest with you, this match was okay. It was good to see Kelani Jordan showcase some of her ability. I know recently she had been kind of getting mentored by Dana Brooke, but, Dana Brooke's no longer here. But, this was a match she got a chance to showcase some of her ability, which she will also take place in the upcoming NXT Women's Breakout Challenge or Breakout Tournament, which starts this coming Tuesday. But I like Blair Davenport, of course. She was my pick to win. But overall, the match was okay. I mean, Kelani Jordan got a little bit of offense in, but Blair Davenport was pretty much the dominant one in this match. Only thing I hated was the finish. It was a terrible finish. Terrible finish. Blair Davenport just did some sort of lame, watered down Falcon Arrow without it being a Falcon Arrow. I don't know what that finisher she did was, but it was lame. I'm like, why didn't she just do the Kamigoye? She should have just done the Kamigoye. But they had her do some sort of just lame sort of suplex. I don't know if she was trying to do a Falcon Arrow or what, but it looked bad. It looked bad. It looked very lazy. So, terrible finish, but Blair Davenport did get the victory. Gigi Dolan attacked Blair Davenport after the match. She came down and attacked Blair Davenport. So, I believe that is going to set up a singles match this coming Tuesday. On NXT between Blair Davenport and Gigi Dolan. So they got a storyline brewing there. So, hey, not bad. But the match was okay. Terrible finish. Trash finish. Okay. Let's go into the main card. Alright, main card starts here. We had a singles match. Bron Breakker versus Baron Corbin. Now, of course, these two brawled outside of the ring for quite a bit before they finally got in the ring and the bell rang. So, which, not surprising. These two just kept beating the crap out of each other, kept trying to one-up each other, and, it was definitely back and forth, inside and outside of the ring. That was quite a nasty bump that Baron Corbin took on the announce table. Looked like he was trying to do a senton splash and then completely missed. Landed back first. So that was a crazy spot. But yeah, this match was very much back and forth. And then eventually Baron Corbin put Bron Breakker through that announce table. But he got up like he wasn't even phased. So I felt like there was a little bit of no excuse me, a little bit of no selling in this match, quite a bit. So, but overall, it was an all right match. It was an all right match. Robert Stone came down to the ring and played a distraction. Bron Breakker ended up tossing him, exposing him, but it was enough to give Baron Corbin an opening. As soon as Bron Breakker turned around, hit him with the end of days, and pinned him for the 1, 2, 3. And Baron Corbin gets the victory over Bron Breakker after the distraction there from Robert Stone, and he got tossed, but it did enough to favor Baron Corbin to hit the end of days and then pick up the victory. So, Baron Corbin, it's your winner. Okay, now we get into our championship matches. There were 5 championship matches on this card. So let's go ahead and get started with our first championship match. Here we go. Okay, we had the NXT North American Championship on the line. As the champion, Dominik Mysterio, Dirty Dom, defends against Trick Williams with Dragon Lee as the special guest referee. Now, of course, with this match, Dirty Dom was not only getting booed like crazy, taking his sweet time, picking his shots, but of course he kept trying to harass Dragon Lee, the referee, for not making quick enough counts and stuff like that, as expected. But Trick Williams did his thing in this match, for sure. Definitely got his shots in, as well as Dom, of course, taking time to taunt and then harass Dragon Lee even more. Dragon Lee took an inadvertent super kick, so he got dropped for a bit. And then, referee was out of action. Another ref was able to come down and fill in for a bit. And then he eventually got dropped. So, it seemed like things were happening where the ref would get taken down and openings for Dom Mysterio would be there to pretty much take advantage of. Dragon Lee eventually was rejuvenated and was able to get back in there. Dom tried to cheat his way, even though he didn't have any interference from, the rest of Judgment Day. Dom still tried to cheat his way. He grabbed the NXT North American title, was about to deck Trick Williams with it, but he missed, and Trick Williams hit a pump knee, almost kind of like a V-trigger in a way, to Dominik Mysterio. Hit the belt with the pump knee to drop Dominik Mysterio. He made the cover, and eventually Dragon Lee counted 1, 2, 3. And we have a new NXT North American Champion, Trick Williams. He has done it. His first real title shot. And he was able to get it done. So congratulations to Trick Williams. Dirty Dom has been dethroned. I know that's got to have made so many people happy. But yeah, Dirty Dom has been dethroned. But Trick Williams, your new NXT North American Champion. Good stuff. Really good stuff. Alright. Next championship match. How about some tag team action? Okay, so for this match, we had a fatal 4-way for the NXT Tag Team Championships. The champs, the family, which is Tony D'Angelo, Channing Stacks, Lorenzo, defended the titles against OTM, which is Lucien Price, Bronco Nima, the Creed brothers, of course, Brutus and Julius Creed, and Los Lotharios, Humberto, Carrillo, Angel, Garza. And of course, as expected, this was a pretty chaotic match. definitely all 4 teams got showcased pretty well. And it was just very chaotic. And of course, you could tag any teammate or opposing team in order to get into the match. It was a fatal 4-way. I would say the action was pretty nonstop, which I was definitely digging. There was a point that Tony D'Angelo hurt his knee and was taken to the back, but he would eventually come back, rejoin the match. And even though Brutus took out the rest of the competition with a very nice Brutus ball, the family was able to take advantage in the ring and take out Lucien Price with a bada boom, bada bing double team finisher. Tony D'Angelo makes the pin for the 1-2-3, and the family, despite the odds and despite the little knee injury to Tony D'Angelo, who eventually came back to the match and finished, the family are still your NXT Tag Team Champions. But overall, it was a good match. I definitely enjoyed it. I like the new look of Los Lotharios. I really do. So I hope to see them a lot more. As well as OTM, which I believe OTM is out of the mud. I think that's what that stands for. But, that's a fairly new team. So hoping to see them get showcased more. And I like this new look from Los Lotharios. So definitely was digging that. But good match. Okay, before we continue on, here's a quick word on the sponsor, Game Beauty. As you continue to enjoy content here at Blitzball Champ Gaming, be sure you take a moment to check out Game Beauty. Beauty inspired by gaming. Game Beauty brings to you video game related makeup and cosmetic products. You have products such as eyeshadow palettes, elemental pearl highlighters, eyeshadow brushes, liquid eyeliner pens by Akidiris, and even non-makeup products like graphic tees. They even have special collaboration makeup kits, such as this Persona 5 Heat Wave Brush Single, Metaverse Bundle, and even a Phantom Thieves Limited Edition Makeup Collection. Also remember that Game Beauty provides international shipping of $60 or more. And if you use the promo code BlitzballChamp, all in caps, you can get 10% off of your order. So be sure to use that to your advantage. Now, back to your regularly scheduled video. Enjoy, and thank you. Alrighty, let's continue on with the rest of the card. Next, let's go into the Heritage Cup Championship. Alrighty. Heritage Cup, the NXT Heritage Cup, decided, of course, under British Rounds rules, as all Heritage Cup title matches are. We had the champion, Noam Dar, defending against the winner of the NXT Heritage Cup Global Invitational Tournament, Butch. Butch won the tournament, therefore he became the #1 contender, thus earning this title match. Overall, great match. Definitely like both of these guys, especially for their in-ring ability. Noam Dar's gimmick, not a fan of, but I love his work in the ring as well as Butch. And of course, Noam Dar had the Metaphor in his corner. Butch had Tyler Bate in his corner. Of course, Butch and Tyler Bate are 2/3 of British Strong Style. Anyway, this was a great back and forth match. Really could have gone either way. And of course, this was, this came down to interference being the deciding factor. But the way this went down, Noam Dar got the first pinfall with the Nova Roller. So he gets the first one. And then Butch was able to bounce back and get the next one, hitting Noam Dar with the bitter end and then covering him. So 1-1. In the final round, it came down to interference from Gallus. That's right, Gallus showed up. All 3 members of Gallus showed up. And Tyler Bate tried his best to fight him off. Then Joe Coffey came in, did the discus clothesline on Butch while the ref was distracted and whatnot. And then Noam Dar was able to get the cover, 1, 2, 3. And with the help of Gallus, Noam Dar escapes, still your NXT Heritage Cup champion. So, and they've already scheduled a tag team match, Tyler Bate Butch versus Gallus, coming up. So looks like they got a rivalry storyline brewing, which, I mean, they know each other very well. This goes back to NXT UK, so this is nothing really new. But they're reigniting that rivalry, it seems. But Noam Dar, still your NXT Heritage Cup champ. Okay. Next up, we had my favorite match of the card. This was for the NXT Championship. The champion, Carmelo Hayes, defending against Ilja Dragunov. This is the run back. Although this time, no Trick Williams in Carmelo's corner. Let me tell you what. This match, even though it wasn't the main event, which is fine. The ladies got to be in the spotlight for the main event. That's fine. But this definitely, I felt like, was the best match of the whole card. I mean, just hard hitting, a great clash between these two that really tops their previous encounter. I mean, just these two one-on-one. There was no interference, just two great gladiators going at it. And it was incredible. I mean, a good amount of high-flying, hard-hitting action from both Ilja and Carmelo, hitting their best moves on each other, and just fighting spirit was on a whole nother level for the both of these two. It definitely showed, and honestly, this match really could have gone either way. But, and even Ilja Dragunov got busted open. He even got busted open. But when it was all said and done, Carmelo went for nothing but net, but ate a clothesline on the way down. And it took Ilja Dragunov to do a second super H-bomb off the top rope onto Carmelo Hayes. He pinned him for the 1, 2, 3. And Ilja Dragunov is your new NXT champion. So congratulations to Ilja Dragunov. This was an excellent match and a great sign of sportsmanship afterwards from Ilja Dragunov, offering the handshake, and they shook hands and hugged. So that was great. That was great. But, well, to be honest with you, I really feel like maybe this is the signal Carmelo Hayes to make the jump to the main roster. Because when you think about it, there's not really much left for him to do in NXT. I mean, he's been Cruiserweight Champion. He's been NXT North American Champion. And he's been NXT Champion. So honestly, there's really nothing else left for him to do in NXT. I mean, tag team titles, no point. No point. I think it's time for him to move up to the main roster. I do. I really do. Maybe he'll do that before the end of this year. I don't know. But I think it's time. Because there's really nothing left for him to do in NXT. And I think Trick Williams, spotlight should be on him now to see what he can do. He just became North American Champion. Let's see what kind of run he can have. And then the main event of NXT No Mercy 2023 came down to the ladies. So, this was an Extreme Rules match for the NXT Women'S Championship. This was a rematch, a run back, as Becky Lynch, the champ, defends against Tiffany Stratton. Now remember, she originally beat Tiffany Stratton to become champion, so this is the rematch. Extreme Rules. And it got off to quite a wild start. I mean, kendo sticks, trash cans, a toolbox, a wrench, chairs, tables, even a barbed wire bat. Although Tiffany no-sold that hit in the leg from the barbed wire bat. So I felt like that was the worst spot of the whole match. Because she pretty much no-sold it. She took the hit. Becky wound up, was going to hit her again. She just ducked and was able to get back on the attack just like that. It's like, really? She just got hit in the leg with a barbed wire bat. And she completely no-sold it. She took the hit, but to just get back up like that and just avoid the next hit and then get back on the attack, that made no sense to me. I'll say this as well. I am not really a fan of Tiffany Stratton. I usually call her the bimbo Barbie. But you know what? She has excellent athletic ability. Because those two swanton bombs she did were perfect. I know the one on Becky through the table, I know the table didn't break, it only bent. But still, the execution of the move, and even the moonsault from the turnbuckle, which was amazing. Even the attempted BME as well. I have to give Tiffany her credit. She has some excellent high-flying ability. She does. I will say that. I'll give her that. I'm not a fan of her, but I'll give credit where credit's due. She's an amazing high flyer. Oh yeah, there was a fire extinguisher as well. I knew I was missing something. But both these ladies went back and forth. It really could have gone either way. It looked like there was a decent chance that Tiffany would get her title back. But didn't end up happening. Oh, and shout out to Tegan Knox, who was in attendance for this event. But the man, Becky Lynch, shows why she is the champion and why she's one of the best. It took a second manhandle slam, this time on top of a bed of chairs, to put away Tiffany Stratton for the 1-2-3. Becky Lynch, still your NXT Women's Champion. Now, with that being said, we're going to get Tegan Knox versus Becky Lynch on Monday for the NXT Championship. Tegan's the #1 contender now, so she's going to get her shot. But it'll be interesting to see how long Becky's run is. Because, you know, she's a Grand Slam champ now. You know, it's her first time as NXT Women's Champion. So, we'll see what happens. I'm not sure what to think of for Tiffany Stratton. I don't know if she might get the call up. Might be a little too early. I don't know. But, I mean, she's already been NXT Women's Champion. So, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if she got the call up. But, we'll see. We'll see. But, yeah. That's all I got. Like I said, this was only a 7-match event, PLE, but it was pretty good. Overall, it was actually pretty good. I enjoyed it. I did. Like I said, the pre-show match was meh. But NXT Championship match was definitely my favorite. That was my favorite. But anyway, that'll do it for this video. Don't forget to check out the link to Game Beauty. And also, let me know what your thoughts are. What did you think of the show? What did you think of the card? The outcomes? We had 2 title changes. NXT North American Champion, Trick Williams. And Ilja Dragunov, new NXT Champion. So, what did you think about that? Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. For another Pro Wrestling Talk, brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. My name is Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed rest of the weekend, and I will see y'all in the next video. Laters.